USL League One action on ESPN Plus, a sunny Toronto, the perfect setting for this game. Brunch action for you here on this Wednesday afternoon. We've got some phenomenal soccer coming up. School day, over 500 school kids are in the building at the BMO training ground, and they could not have asked for a better game to see. The two highest scoring teams in USL League One facing off for this one, and you know there'll be fireworks because just 2 weeks ago, these two teams faced off, and Toronto FC2 served North Texas SC their first ever loss in USL League One action. It was a hectic game between these two sides. Patrick Bunk Anderson getting Toronto FC2 started on the scoreboard, the center back's third goal of the season. Toronto FC2 going on to win this game 3-2, but it was end-to-end action from start to finish. TFC2 taking a 2-goal lead here. Matt Serbel with the goal to put his team up, and you're thinking Toronto FC2 are about to cruise over the first-place team in the league, but this North Texas SC side had no quit in them. They were able to get back in it. Ronaldo Demis setting up Ricardo Pepe here for the goal. Pepe, the leading scorer in the league. He will not be in the team for North Texas SC here today. Good news for him, bad news for North Texas SC. We'll talk about that more as this game comes up, but Demis was able to take over in this game, and he'll try and lead that line once again for North Texas SC here this afternoon. He had the assist and then this beautiful goal as he clips this one over the keeper and is able to dispatch it into the back of the net to tie it 2-2. Drama both ways. Both teams has had goals called back throughout this game. Both these coaching staffs had a lot of nuggets as they talked to us on the phone this week, saying we learned a lot from this game. There's a lot we are going to change coming into this second matchup just 2 weeks later. And then Jacob Schaffelberg sets up Tarek Mohammed here for the go-ahead goal. TFC2 take the lead, but it wasn't simple for them. They had a North Texas goal called back just minutes after this, and then an indirect free kick from inside the box in the 97th minute as this game went off the rails. And you see why. It means so much to these teams. For Toronto FC2, a chance with a win here to jump up into second place. They want to remain undefeated at home. And for North Texas SC, they are circling that one loss in the loss column. They want revenge. They know what's at stake in this one. Some of the best players in the region, in the league, going head-to-head, coming up here on ESPN+. The two teams marching out on the field for this one. Ready to go is going to be one of the best games of the season. Just talking to these two coaching staffs, how much the last matchup meant for North Texas SC. They bounced back with a dominating performance against Richmond, and for TFC2, that win helped them go 3-0 right now at home. You look at the starting lineup for this team. Jordan Peruzza up top, the leading goal scorer with 4 goals on the season. Griffin Dorsey back in the team with 3 assists on the right wing. North Texas SC on the flip side, some big changes for them. Breck Evans back in the team, recovering from injuries, his 5th appearance of the year, and no Ricardo Pepi, so Dante Sealy will lead the line in this one. And of course, the 2 high flyers in the Rodriguez brothers, David and Oturo in the midfield. Silvio Petrescu gets us started for this one as North Texas SC goes on the road, trying to get revenge for their only loss of the season against TFC2 here at the BMO Training Center on the edge of the GTA area. Toronto FC2 in their home red kit with red shorts. Going right to left on your screen, North Texas SC in their white kits and white shorts. Easy opening touch there for Kevin Silva in goal for Toronto FC2. North Texas SC, a team that likes to press high, be aggressive, initiate the game. And in talking to us, Eric Quill, their head coach, talked about in this game, maybe playing it a little different, maybe seeing if TFC2 can step forward and create opportunities in possession, combining a little bit more, rather than giving them opportunities on the counterattack. Long ball over the top here, the counter's on for North Texas. Beautiful defensive recovery from Tariq Mohammed. The left back able to find a way to sneak in between Dante Sealy and the ball and win it back for Toronto. Mohammed in an experienced back line for TFC2. Patrick Bunk Anderson, Englishman out, the Dane out of Clemson University at center back alongside Jelani Peters. Peters, the Trinidad and Tobago full international, 25 years old, one of the senior members of this group. Jesus West getting the start at the other fullback position for Toronto FC2. West coming off a successful U20 World Cup appearance with the Panamanian U20 national team. They got out of their group. A round of 16 matchup against Ukraine, and West started all 4 of those games. Rodriguez sees the flag go up against him. For North Texas SC, that whistle and that flag, a bit of a theme in their last matchup. 14 offsides called against this North Texas SC side, just 2 for Toronto FC. As you see Sealy there, slowing down off his first touch, allowing Mohammed to recover a little bit. And you can see the power of the wind here at BMO Training Center, allowing Silva to take that goal kick, and it ran all the way through to a goal kick on the far side. But for this North Texas side, felt like maybe they were a little too direct with their runs in that first matchup, leading to those 14 offsides. Trying to work on curling their runs a little bit more, finding the space along the back line before breaking through on that ball. And you see here from North Texas, even with them getting caught in possession for the first goal, or excuse me, the second goal in the last game, they're still going to try and play out of their 2 center mids deep in that midfield in Jada and Almaguer. For TFC2, 2 guys sitting in front and trying to shield that back line. The captain, Adolfo Ovalle, a young Chilean youth international, will sit in that defensive role. Will be partnered by Matt Serbel as well as Luca Petrasso. And then the rest of the attack for this team in Jacob Schaffelberg, who has been phenomenal here in USL League One action. Griffin Dorsey, who's got 3 assists to lead the team, and Jordan Peruzzo. Huge opportunity coming up here for North Texas. It'll be Arturo Rodriguez standing over this one, the low dipping free kick safely into the arms there of Silva. Kevin Silva getting the start in goal here, his 6th start of USL League One action. 21-year-old out of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, on loan this year with TFC2 from Hearts in Scotland, one of the biggest clubs in Scotland. A young American player trying to find some games, which can be so tough for young goalkeepers. Chance on the counter now. Schaffelberg, 1v1, gets the cross in, and it's knocked away. Safe defending on the backside from Callum Montgomery. Montgomery starting at center back in this one, partnering Breck Evans, who we mentioned returning from his injuries for his 5th appearance here of the season. Starting fullbacks for this North Texas side, that man Kevin Bonilla, an academy player on one wing, and Jonathan Gomez, an academy player at left back. Jada and Almaguer in the deep-lying midfield spots. The Rodriguez brothers, as well as Ronaldo Demis across that attacking 3. Demis, that goal and assist last time they played here at BMO Training Ground. And Dante Seeley leading the line up top. Scored his 1st professional goal and had 2 assists in their last game against Richmond on the road. Maybe the best performance of the season for North Texas SC. And Eric Quill said it was because of the loss here at the BMO Training Ground that this team had a different level of focus going into that Richmond game. The question now is, can they carry that over from the Richmond game here to try and get a little revenge against North Texas? Excuse me, against TFC2. Petrescu cleaning some things up on the top of the box. Corner kick coming. Headed away by Montgomery. Battle now to clear their lines. Seeley can't win it. Schaffelberg with space, and his shot just wide of the near post. That young man does not need a lot of time or space to take an attempt on goal. Jacob Schaffelberg, one of the best goals of the season already on the road against Forward Madison earlier in the year. And when he plays, he scores. Schaffelberg just wide there. He's got 2 goals and 3 assists. Was part of the was the USL Player of the Week, coming off that victory against North Texas SC in Week 10. He is one to keep an eye on in this game and in his career. Patience from North Texas to knock it around the back here. Trying to draw this TFC2 squad out a little bit. TFC2, the shape and style of their pressure, so key in this game. As for them, coming out of the last game, Michael Raboska, their head coach, said, we won 3-2, but we did not feel like we were the better team, especially some issues defensively that he is looking for this group to clean up. They were phenomenal over the weekend in a 3-0 win against Lansing Ignite. As Seeley sneaks in again here, Demas, for the 2nd time in 2 weeks, scores against TFC2. And North Texas SC takes an early lead on the road. When Ronaldo Demis sees red, he knows what to do. His 2nd goal against TFC2 of the season. His 4th goal of the year, and the young Haitian puts his team into the lead. Beautiful long goal from Jada to set that play up, as there was heavy contact off the ball here. And the first yellow card of the game coming. It'll be Dante Sealy and Tariq Mohammed to pick up those yellow cards. And a new league. One team in their first year of existence in North Texas, TFC2 moving leagues. And yet we've already got a rivalry here as these two teams do not like each other. It has become quite clear over their short interactions. You see Mohammed there. Felt like he got tripped by Dante Sealy, the push off the ball. And both players punished for that one. So our first yellow cards of this game. Last time these two teams matched up, 5 yellow cards shown between the two sides. So now Mohammed and Sealy will have to be careful for the rest of this one. Battle in midfield here. Rodriguez comes away with it. And Sealy once again has some space. Gonna get to his left foot to get a shot away. And it's finally cleared by Ovalle. Serbal's there. Pass intercepted by Evans. But right now, this TFC2 backline, which Coach Rabasco had said they were worried about coming out of the last matchup, has been Swiss cheese to open up this game. There's been lanes down the middle of the field and space out wide for North Texas when they get in possession. Switch to the field, and that one will float out. Over 500 middle school and elementary school kids at this game from 8 different schools in the GTA area. Toronto FC2 had to start their season on the road. Their first 7 games of 2019 on the road as they finished up their stadium, as Mohammed is down back behind the plate once again. Silvio Petrescu over to talk to his assistant referees. We already saw Mohammed and Sealy get involved in a little altercation off the ball early in this game. For this TFC2 squad, first 7 games on the road. They have come back now. They have won all 3 home games, outscoring opponents 7-2 here at the BMO training ground. They have shot up the standings now, currently sitting in 3rd place. They're really starting to find their feet, some consistency they felt in the back line. It has been a struggle early on here defensively for TFC2. Mohammed being looked at by the trainer. Looks like he will be good to continue to play in this one. Mohammed talking to his head coach there. That goal to seal it against North Texas SC was his first career professional soccer goal in his 2nd year with TFC2. Outstanding member for this team all year, 3-time USL League One Team of the Week, a mainstay in the Canadian youth national teams, as well as are a number of these TFC2 players. For North Texas SC, some young Mexican internationals, as well as a host of U.S. youth internationals. A full international in Bissain Bukouth with the Haitian national team for the Gold Cup, so a big loss for this team. And the other big loss for North Texas SC coming into this game, Ricardo Pepe, not with this group. This one comes wide here for Sealy to take. He will start later tonight for FC Dallas against OKC Energy in the U.S. Open Cup. His debut appearance on a short-term loan with the MLS side. That game on ESPN Plus, as every U.S. Open Cup game coming up tonight, and the rest of the tournament will be on ESPN Plus. We already had a phenomenal day of action last night. New England Revolution, a 3-2 win in extra time against New York Red Bulls on the road. St. Louis FC upsetting the Chicago Fire, taking the first MLS scalp for USL Championship side, and then a stunning 6-goal game to close out the night. Sacramento Republic falling to the San Jose Earthquakes, but some phenomenal action still coming up later today. All of that for you on ESPN Plus. And of course, every USL Championship and USL League One game on here as well. There's soccer left and right. So we appreciate you all joining us in between your World Cup viewing. An opportunity to see, especially on the field here today, some of the stars of tomorrow. When you look at some of the best players coming through in the CONCACAF region, Paxton Pomykal, Jesus Ferreira, and of course Weston McKinney, who will feature for the U.S. national team in the Gold Cup this summer, all coming through the FC Dallas Academy. You look at Toronto FC2, young players like Liam Frazier, who got the start in central midfield for TFC in MLS action, starting off for TFC2, his young pro career, Ayo Akinyole, and players like that have come through two of the best academies in the CONCACAF region in producing young players. Silva blasts it long. Dorsey chasing that one, and he's not able to keep it in. Griffin Dorsey in his first year in Toronto out of Indiana University. 3 assists already on the season for the young American attacker. TFC2, since the goal, have settled down a little. Almaguer can't keep possession there, and now TFC2 back on the ball. Collision deep in the corner there. And the home side will win the throw-in. Griffin Dorsey, one of the best athletes coming out of the 2019 MLS Super Draft, a guy who can beat players with speed and run all day. He started the first TFC game in his career right out the gates in CCL action against Kai. Now has settled in with TFC2 over the course of the season, getting 8 starts. Foul here from Ovalle on Jada, but you saw the space and time for Jada on the opening goal for Demis to be able to play that ball from deep with no red shirt around him. And so for a player in Ovalle wearing the captain's armband in central midfield, he has to at least make Jada know that someone is there to put a little more pressure on him when he looks to play out of the back for North Texas. Jada here on the ball once again. And Bonilla coming forward. Bonilla and Gomez, 2 academy players with this group to start at fullback. Same academy, of course, that produced Reggie Cannon. Produced 2 great fullbacks once again, and this Sealy Mohammed 1v1 battle will not end as both of them go down in a heap. No call made. But Silvio Petrescu already showed them a yellow card just minutes into this one. Really doesn't have a lot of other options if they continue to go after each other in this way to deal with them. Dorsey down the right wing. He's got options in the middle. And that one not able to find Peruzza. You can see the young Italian-Canadian center forward had eyes big as he called for that one on the top of the box. And a foul on TFC2 out the back, but Peruzzo He had his arms wide there. He knew the opportunity coming for him if he could get that ball in the top of the box. And then another foul here on Jada, the young Gambian center midfielder. He has already taken 3 or 4 big hits. As I said, TFC2, they have to find a way to take some control back in this central midfield battle. It looks like that man Jada, he's going to be the one who pays for it. Much more comfortable in that central midfield role. It started at center back against TFC2 in the last game with Breck Evans out with that injury. It's a dangerous ball there from Aviles. Schaffelberg back on it. He clips this one to the far post, and it'll roll out. But Jada back in central midfield, looking much more comfortable in this game. His 10th start of the year on loan from MFK Vyškov in the Czech 3rd division. New rule instituted by IFAB. You're allowed to play a goal kick to your teammates inside the box, but that will not start until next year. So a restart, but we've already seen it in the U20 World Cup. As it starts to be rolled out around the world, should speed the game up. I do wonder who it will be an advantage to. Whether it's the team playing out of the back, but it could change the way teams press, which has become so prevalent basically all over the world. Sealy over the top to Rodriguez. Rodriguez surrounded by 2 defenders. Bodies go down in the box. Simple play on there as West tries to clip it up the line. Gomez finds the feet of the other Rodriguez brother. Space here to shoot. And Almaguer's shot is blocked. And Peruzzo looking for himself on the counterattack. Gomez able to recover and win it back. Select is the official ball supplier of USL League One and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Toronto FC2 hosting North Texas SC for the 2nd time in 2 weeks. The top 2 scoring teams in USL League One here on ESPN+. I'm David Goss joining you for this one. Just some phenomenal talent out there on the field. These 2 teams already in their short histories, a little bit of rivalry brewing. David Rodriguez there losing possession. Demis trying to get to the end line, and Kevin Silva quick enough to recover off his goal line. David Rodriguez in the attack, the younger brother of Arturo Rodriguez. 2 major parts of the attacking core for this team. Arturo here in his 10th start, 2 goals and 3 assists. David Rodriguez, 2 goals on the season. 2 of the brightest young attacking players in the CONCACAF region, eligible for the US and Mexico, along with Ricardo Pepi. There'll be some big battles over these players over the next few years over what their national team allegiances will be. And they are worth the work. Beautiful from North Texas SC to play out of their back. Jada goes long once again. Demis can't get that one under control. TFC2 will have to be careful in this game when they press forward. That is where the openings come, 1v1 for North Texas SC to counter quickly. Ovalle, we've not seen on the ball much. Most of his work's been defensive in this game. Jesus West there pinches in off that fullback spot to line in at central midfield. Peters now pushing forward. TFC2 getting a nice spell of possession here as the fans get behind them and cheer them on, but the away side wins it back. Demis here, a goal scorer already in this one, looking to set one up, and he finds the back of the net himself. I don't think even Demis will claim the shot there, but he'll take the goal, and man, does this young player love playing in Toronto. 3 goals and an assist in 2 games on the road against TFC2. The ball won back, and Demis there makes the play with that first touch to get around Bunk Anderson, and he was looking for Seeley on the cross. And Silva, trying to anticipate, steps out. You can hear and see how strong the wind has been. That may have affected that one. But Demis now with 2 goals on the game. What a performance for the 19-year-old out of Inchy, Haiti. And you see how the numbers lay out. North Texas SC 6-0-0 when scoring first. Demis on a hat trick, and he finishes it. A 27-minute hat trick for Ronaldo Demis. Revenge was the flavor of the day, and the Haitian leading the way for the Texas side. Ronaldo Demis filling in at center forward for Ricardo Pepi, who had a hat trick in the USL League One opener, the only hat trick in USL League One history. And when you are trying to fill in for the Golden Boot leader, this is how you do it. Ronaldo Demis, 27 minutes for a hat trick here in the first half, and TFC2 they have been blown off their feet to open up this game. Saw the vulnerability from the first minute of this game for this TFC2 backline. They have been susceptible, especially with that long ball over the top. We talked about already in this game, they caught North Texas SC offside 14 times in the last game. So often playing a high offside line for that trap can be playing on the edge of catastrophe. And it has been that for Michael Robaska and his side here today. 2 goals, direct balls over the top from behind the midfield line for North Texas SC. And then the mistake from Silva, gifting Demis the second goal. I don't know if I've ever seen a performance like this. Although Alex Morgan did score 5 goals last night for the U.S. women's national team. But Ronaldo Demis, what a job he has done. And now the question becomes, how high can he go in this one? TFC2, 3-0-0 all time here at the BMO training ground. But right now they are facing a massive uphill battle to get back into this one. Schaffelberg's cross. And Jada so calm with the ball at his feet. When he plays it out of the back, Demis once again wins the first battle, this time with Peters. Bunk Anderson comes over to help. And Ovalle, but Demis normally playing out on the wing, filling in at center forward for Pepe and looking like an elite center forward in his ability to hold up play there and win that first ball. Schaffelberg putting Avilés under pressure. And then good sportsmanship between him and Bonilla. I will remind you, TFC2 was leading 2-0 the last time these two teams played, and North Texas SC came back to score 2 goals and tie it up. So we know there's goals in this game. We know how wild this matchup has been already in their short history. So we do not expect this team in TFC2 to lay down at all. Trailing here in this first half. Ball down the line. And too easy right now for North Texas SC as they walk into the box there. The offside flag going up on the far side against Sealy. But how simple it was down that left wing. And right now, Toronto FC2 have to find a way to at least slow this attack down and find their feet a little bit. TFC2 has some defensive help on the bench in Dante Campbell and Gideon Waya. They've also got some dangerous attacking players in Tsubasa Endo and Sean Hundal. TFC2 have never conceded 3 goals in the first half in USL League One action. An unfortunate record for them to break here today. They've also never lost here, the BMO training ground. Michael Rabaska about to learn a whole lot about the mentality of his team. And if he wanted to take the press off a little bit and play a little deeper in this game, that option's now off the table as he needs to initiate the game and create opportunities for his side. Breck Evans with the long switch of the field under hit. Dorsey can't find a teammate, and Montgomery recovers possession. Jada misreads the play there. And you can see Eric Quill talking to his team, I think telling Kevin Bonilla when leading 3-0, maybe no need to go flying forward, be an option in the back to play out through his feet for Jada. Toronto FC2 in their home red kits and red shorts here at the BMO training ground, hosting North Texas SC for the second time in 2 weeks. It was one of the best performances of the season for TFC2 in their last matchup. A 3-2 win here at home against North Texas SC, but it has been the opposite as the away side and their all-white kits have come out and quite honestly wiped the floor with TFC2. Ronaldo Demis, a 10th minute goal, a 26th minute goal, and then following it right up with a 27th minute goal to seal a hat trick here in the first half. Eric Quill has to be delighted with the result his team's seen, but another dangerous bad giveaway out of the back. Schaffelberg here gets the cross away. Dorsey on the far side. It's saved, still alive and over the crossbar. Serbal and Perusa colliding at the top of the 6. And Serbal furious there as he felt like he had a tap incoming. Once again, as we saw in the last matchup, a turnover trying to play out of the back from that center midfield spot for North Texas, creates an opportunity. Dorsey has the first chance saved, And it looked like Serbal was going to put that one in before Peruzza collided with him. Serbal clearly calling him off on that ball, but so tough for a goal scorer like Peruzza to not try and make that aggressive move towards the ball when it's alive in the box and the goalkeeper's out of position. Dorsey still without a goal here. 2019 USL League One action, leads the team with 3 assists. A lot more expected from him on the scoreboard. His 5 goals and 5 assists last year for Indiana University, good for 2nd team All-American in college soccer as IU went to the College Cup before falling in the final to Maryland. Dorsey, along with Justin Rennicks, linking up as one of the most dangerous attacks in the country. And of course, the play of Andrew Gutman, the Mac Herman Trophy winner. Work here from TFC2. Peruzza goes wide for Schaffelberg. The Nova Scotia native, cornered by 3 white jerseys. Schaffelberg keeps possession, gets the cross away. Fantastic take in the end from Avilés. Going back along his line to secure that one off the head there of Peruzza. There from Arturo Rodriguez. And Arturo Rodriguez knocks over a TFC2 player off the ball. Tariq Mohammed has been involved all game. He's already been shown a yellow card for battling with Dante Seeley. This one right in front of the 4th official. And it looks like the foul will go against Arturo Rodriguez on this one. He might be fortunate not to see a card on top of that. And Mohammed frustrated with his teammates here as he wants to restart play quickly. TFC2 have a lot of work left to do. And right now for North Texas, this is one of those moments where you have to understand as a professional what's required of you. You want to have that fire, you want to have that fight in your team, but leading 3-0, the last thing, the worst thing you could possibly do is be sent off for an unnecessary play off the ball and put your team in a dangerous spot defensively. Jada here, a chance to lead the break. Direct ball on the ground. It sneaks all the way through for Rodriguez, and he lines up the shot and blasts it over. Arturo Rodriguez, a golden opportunity, but how does a ball like that find its way on the ground through the entire TFC2 team, breaking 2 lines as Peters comes over to cover. Right now, TFC2 losing the midfield battle, forcing their back line to scramble here in this opening half, the worst defensive half of the season for Toronto FC2. Bunk Anderson able to win that one on the ground. Mohammed here has had a lot of action off the ball. He would love to get involved more here on the ball. Rodriguez eventually wins it, but the whistle goes just moments before from Silvio Petrescu. Petrescu, one of the legendary refereeing names, as experienced a center referee as you're going to get around the U.S. and Canadian soccer circles. Onside here for Serbal. Lays it back for Schaffelberg. First time ball floated in, and Avilés reads that one and comes out and takes it cleanly once again. Carlos Avilés has shut the door every time it's looked slightly ajar here. The 20-year-old out of Dallas, Texas. One of the reasons this North Texas SC team was created for players like Avilés, who was originally signed to a USL deal with OKC Energy, but never appeared for their team, training with FC Dallas as an OKC Energy player, and for an FC Dallas club that is producing a quantity and quality of youth players. They needed a new avenue to get players experience, to get them playing time and challenge them at a higher level. This North Texas SC squad has done that here in 2019. And now you see a pipeline for the players like David Rodriguez and Jonathan Gomez and Nicolas Carrera, who's on the bench here today, as well as Breck Evans, to take their first steps in the professional game and continue moving on. As Peters heads that one away. Recovery work there for this TFC2 squad from Luca Petrasso, who has been entirely too quiet here in this game. Everything good that's happened for TFC2 has come down this left wing with Schaffelberg. His pass deflected, can't find Mohammed. And now North Texas bravely trying to play out of the back. A mistake, Schaffelberg gets it back. Shooting space here, it's blocked down by Montgomery. And Petrasso's second shot goes wide. Petrasso, the opportunities you dream of, coming in on that ball on the top of the box with the goal at his mercy. After North Texas maybe trying to do a little too much playing out of that corner. Schaffelberg finds Petrasso. The shot knocked down off Caleb Montgomery. Otherwise, Avilés was going to have to step up and make a big save there. TFC2, just one shot on goal so far in this game. They will need to ramp up that attack, especially in the second half. For Coach Quill, you got to wonder what the ideas are for halftime. You would think coming into this game with Serbal and Petrasso playing as two higher midfielders in front of Ovalle, that would be enough to put pressure on Jada and Almaguer as they try and play out of the back. That has not been the case. So right now, Rabaska has to find a way to get numbers in that midfield and start to win that battle a little bit more. When they have pressed and gotten around Jada and Almaguer, they've been able to create a couple turnovers, which we saw in the last game and this game have been so dangerous. Petrasso goes wide for Mohammed. Mohammed playing much higher here in the closing minutes of this first half. Schaffelberg to the far post. It's knocked down. Dorsey and Peruzza collide, and Peruzza's shot is blocked. West keeps it alive. Mohammed can't keep possession. And now a chance for North Texas to go the other way as bodies go to ground. Mohammed cuts it back. Space here for Peruzza. He gets by the goalkeeper. Dorsey puts it in. And Griffin Dorsey not offside. He gets his first career TFC2 goal, and he starts to help his team work back from this 3-goal deficit. Tariq Mohammed has been active and involved all game, playing higher here, wins back possession. Immediately on the attack, this beautiful ball clipped inside. Montgomery loses the battle to Peruzza, and if it wasn't Dorsey, it was probably going to be Peruzza. And Griffin Dorsey finally gets that first goal of his professional soccer career. TFC2, a lifeline here late in the first half. I said in the last game, TFC2 took a 2-goal lead, and North Texas was able to come back and tie it 2-2 before falling 3-2. Their only loss of their entire franchise's existence. They came out as a team on a mission here. A first half hat trick from Ronaldo Demis has gotten them ahead, but TFC2 starting to find their feet here in the final moments of this first half. A slip there from Peters. He's still able to get the ball for Eric Quill going into halftime. He's gonna have to find the balance with his team. It's just natural they'll have to defend and protect this lead as Toronto throws numbers forward. They can't be stuck defending for the final 45 minutes of this game, or they won't be able to get out of this one with the win. They'll have to find their moments to get on the ball, find Jada, get him some space to start to pull the strings a little bit and get some numbers forward for North Texas. We're in stoppage time of this one here at the BMO training ground. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Over 500 elementary and middle school kids out to watch this game. You see deep in that corner some of the TFC MLS side alongside the field to watch their teammates battle along here. It was a rough first half, a 27-minute hat trick for Ronaldo Demis. 17 minutes between his first and third goal, scoring in the 26th and 27th minute here in this first half to jump all over TFC2. Toronto found their feet a little bit more here. That 44th minute goal from Griffin Dorsey gives them the lifeline to try and come all the way back in the second half. We knew we'd see goals. The top two scoring teams in USL League One facing off, a 3-2 game the last time these two teams faced off. We have been treated to a special one here. 4 goals in 45 minutes as the wind rolls through here on a beautiful sunny afternoon at the BMO training ground. David Goss on the call here on ESPN Plus. I've seen some fantastic play from some of the best players in the USL. As we get our final whistle here, Ronaldo Demis filling in for the Golden Boot leader at center forward in Ricardo Pepi. And he may have made that spot his own here early this afternoon. A hat trick in just 27 minutes of action. And North Texas SC on the road looking for revenge of their only loss ever. They lead TFC2 3-1, but a late goal from Griffin Dorsey gives his team a lifeline. We've got all your second half action coming up here on ESPN Plus. Welcome back, everybody, to ESPN Plus. Last week, we looked at the proposed new Orlando City complex. A couple weeks ago, Toronto FC2 gave us a tour of their state-of-the-art training center. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, welcome to BMO Training Ground. My name is Alex Jacobiak, part of the U9 team squad. I'm going to be giving you a tour. So right now we're in the kitchen. This is where we get our hot meals after training, and this is where we kind of connect with our teammates. We like to kind of sit on this side and view the other training sessions that are going on, as well as other games that might be being played. Okay, so right here is La Monta Field. This is our home academy field. This is where all our training sessions as well as home games are played. And then over here to the right is where our first team pitches are. Those are actual grass, while this La Monta field is turf.
The club has grown significantly in terms of resources. Clearly the facility here at BMO Training Ground, what we're able to offer the players on a daily basis, whether that be mental training, sports science, the actual technical development on field, as well as food after training.
It's a world-class facility. I mean, that's the most important thing. We have our first team here, our second team, all the academy teams. They have everything they need.
They get to walk through the same doors that Josie Altador walks through, or Jonathan Osorio, or Jay Chapman, or Michael Bradley, or Pozuelo. So that's an honor, it's a responsibility, and it's also an opportunity.
When they're growing up, you know, a lot of young boys, they want to be a pro basketball player, pro baseball player, pro soccer player. And here we allow them the ability to train amongst other high achievers in soccer. Obviously, Jonathan Osorio, Ashton Morgan have come through here into the first team. More recently, Ayo Akinola, Liam Frazier. So I think they can kind of see the progression.
We like to mentor our academy players by sometimes having our first team players speak to them about their experience, particularly the ones that have been through the pathway.
It's great that we're all here, we have the same home, we're all together.
There's a camaraderie, and there's a feeling that they are part of it, that it's all for one, and that they're part of this one, that's TFC.
My teammates have become so close to me, being with them every single day, that I've built close relationships to every one of them.
They're all great people. They all push me every day. It's my second home.
These kids are really good at soccer, and they make me improve.
Being able to get better every single day on and off the field.
Just being here with the players and everything and playing, it just really means a lot.
It means almost everything.
And here's our classroom. Basically, this is just a place for any academy athletes that want to come here before school and get their work done, as well as Sue McMillan is a very great resource. She helped me with my SAT prep, as well as my entire pathway throughout high school, picking courses, and just any help that I needed. Here's our main gym. Usually we get our team lifts in, as well as if there's any time or the gym is open, we get to work out here by ourselves as well.
The most important thing is the understanding of what it takes to be a professional. Our knowledge and what we do on a first team level at the highest possible level here in North America trickles down to every age group and to every athlete that we have here.
We try to leave no stone unturned.
This is where we get our treatment or any taping that needs to be done before training. Any help that's needed in terms of physically, recovery, as well as treatment, this is where you would go. So that was a little tour of BMO Training Grounds. This is now my 6th year in the academy, and throughout my experience here, I've had to meet awesome players, awesome coaches, and be able to train at a really high professional level. And I've had some really amazing experience that I hope to continue onto, hopefully, first team one day.
Coming to you from USL headquarters, this is Steal Some Time. Here's the USL's Kelsey Steele.
Let's hop into the West. Out of week 14, the West was interesting this week. I want to start over in San Antonio and talk about this academy impact that's going on right now. For Gallegos, if you have not watched that goal, you need to go back into the highlights and watch that, because this is a 17-year-old kid who created that entire play. He made that run. He demanded to get the ball back. Barmy hit him up, and he, made that one touch around the defender, finished it off, and it was gorgeous. A 17-year-old looking like a 25-year-old. And
put the team on his back.
Put the team on his back. How about Phoenix's commitment to Dollar Beer Night?
Undefeated.
If you thought that we were going to go through the show today without mentioning Dollar Beer Night, you are severely mistaken.
Absolutely, and for good reason. I mean, holy cow, not only is Dollar Beer Night absolutely a thing, but the goals on goals, and Adam John, I will stand by this opinion. I will die on this hill. That should have been SportsCenter #1 out of the weekend. 60-yard ball over the top. Not even a touch. He just lofts it over the goalkeeper. I saw that and watched SportsCenter, and I was like, where is it? Okay, it's not number 3, it's not number 2, it's not number 1. I was about to just start tweet storming at SportsCenter on Twitter and just let them know, y'all got that wrong, man.
But elsewhere in USL Championship play, we had a few streaks end this weekend. Talking about over New Mexico and, unfortunately, Tampa Bay Rowdies. Their notable streak comes to an end.
I think if I'm the Rowdies, I have to see this at least as somewhat of a win. So follow me a little bit here.
Okay.
Brown to find Lacroix. Now it's Musa. Oh, what a hit! Ryan Brown. Oh, that is electric from Phoenix on the break. Shot.
USL League One in its first ever year, a huge moment for the league as Ricardo Pepi, the current leading goal scorer, of course part of this North Texas SC team, as we've talked about all game, he will start this evening in Open Cup play for FC Dallas, one of the best young goal scorers in the CONCACAF region. Outside of CONCACAF, though, in Asian World Cup qualifying, Dallas J gets the start in both games for Guam as they go to that beautiful setting in Bhutan. A 1-0 loss, but on the return leg, 5-0 in the win. So Guam moving on to the second round of Asian World Cup qualifying. One of the best stories around the world. And Thiago Souza getting the goal and assist. He is the player of the week for Orlando City B from last week. And he is, of course, in the team of the week. And we'll have a hectic week coming up. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. But you look what TFC2 was able to do with that 3-0 win over Lansing United, filling this team of the week. And of course, 2 players out of FC Tucson. Toronto FC2 moving up those power rankings, sitting in 3rd right now. And North Texas SC, they have led the whole way. They have been the class of USL League One from start to finish, and trying to continue that here today. Of course, you look at what happened last weekend in this league, that South Georgia Tormenta Chattanooga game still to be rescheduled, but Orlando City B, massive win over Forward Madison and Richmond Kickers, rebounding from that loss to North Texas SC with a draw against FC Tucson, and a hectic week coming up. So this will change quite a lot over the next few days. Stick to the USL website for all your news as North Texas continues to lead the way. But when you take a look at the scoreboard coming up, 6 games this week, a hectic week for USL League One, a chance for Orlando City B with 2 games, as well as FC Tucson to move up those standings if they can get the results they're looking for. Orlando City B, FC Tucson kicking off later tonight. That one, of course, available for you on ESPN+, and you can follow all your teams on the USL League One website. We've had a fantastic game here so far, and we are looking forward to more coming up in the second half. Great crowd out for this one between TFC2 and North Texas SC. And they have been treated to a fun one. 4 goals in the first half. We knew it would be explosive. I don't think we knew it would go this way. No Ricardo Pepi, the Golden Boot leader in USL League One. So what does that mean for North Texas SC? Well, it means the next guy steps up. Ronaldo Demis, who had a goal and an assist just 2 weeks ago here at the BMO training ground. He gets this goal, a lucky bounce off of Dante Seeley, but Demis dispatches it with no mercy into the back of the net. A good start for North Texas SC, and then it would just continue to get better for the away side. Demis playing as that center forward. Beautiful job here to win the first ball against Bunk Anderson. And you got to say, this is most likely a cross attempt. It wrong foots Kevin Silva. We've seen the wind do some crazy things here on this field. Unfortunate for the young goalkeeper. But Demis, just 1 minute later, breaks through once again. And once again, it's a direct ball over the top from a midfielder with no defensive player near them. And it's easy for Demis at that point with confidence riding high. A hat trick, the second hat trick ever in USL League One history. Both of them to North Texas SC players. It's been a scrappy game between these two teams. This man, Tariq Mohammed, has gotten involved in battles with multiple players, and this time he won possession. He got it going back the other way, and Griffin Dorsey dispatched it right on the goal line for his first career professional soccer goal. You saw him right at the end of that one. Grab that ball and start yelling to his team to rally them. TFC2 just slightly behind in the possession battle, but that number will most likely shift here in the second half as TFC2 now will look to throw numbers forward and continue to work their way back into this game. A phenomenal first half of soccer. In that first one, that man loving his time playing at the BMO training ground. We've got 2 substitutions coming on for TFC2. Luca Petrasso, a quiet day for him. Never was really able to find the ball, had 1 or 2 good shooting opportunities. So he is replaced by Tsubasa Endo. Endo, of course, one of the most experienced players on this roster. And when you need goals, he's the man you're going to go to. Had 8 goals last year in USL Championship action for TFC2. The other sub, Franco Ramos, coming on. He comes on in place of Jelani Peters, who just looked a step off, and a lot of it not his fault, as this back line was completely exposed in the first half. We'll see what TFC2 tries to do. Will not be surprised to see a formation change coming up here for TFC2 as they try and get some more numbers forward. So Endo comes on as a like-for-like change for Petrasso. See the confirmation there as Jelani Peters goes off. Peters, with all those injuries that he has had to deal with in his short career, wasn't able to make a single appearance last year due to injuries after coming over on loan from West Connection. Only appeared 3 times in 2017. But the talent is there in TFC2, trying to find a way to nurture it. This man, Tsubasa Endo, spending time with both the MLS and USL side in Toronto, out of the University of Maryland, former Japanese youth international. Endo signed up last year for USL action in the middle of the season and made a difference immediately, as he tries to do here. And that last touch, just not there. Well, this Toronto FC2 squad, Jordan Peruzza. He's gotten some half opportunities to fall to him. He created the goal for Dorsey as Endo coming on the field with energy. And Peruzza, players on the ground around him, just could not find that final touch. Now North Texas breaking through once again. Rodriguez He had the corner picked out, but read that time by Silva. And Arturo Rodriguez has had 2 beautiful opportunities to put the final nail in the coffin, and he has not been able to find the finish in the first half. He broke into the box, put one over the crossbar this time, set up by his brother. It's the right idea. He gets his foot around that ball, trying to wrap it into that far post. Not enough power on it and not far enough over to make it tough for Kevin Silva. Jada has been the maestro in this game from this deep lying midfield position. The tall, lanky Gambian has found so much success, and you could see even in how he plays the relief, not having to play center back anymore, and the addition of Breck Evans so key because of his individual quality, but also what it allows to push Jada higher up the field into his more comfortable position as well. As the offside flag goes up against Sealy there on the far side. And Jada has been the difference maker in this game in that central midfield. If anyone can be called a difference maker when someone scores a 27-minute hat trick. Dorsey's cutback blocked. Endo here. And another cross blocked, and it'll be a corner kick coming. Or excuse me, a throw in for TFC2. Tsubasa Endo making his 5th appearance of the year for TFC2. 25-year-old out of Maryland. He's been a part of the Toronto FC club setup since 2016 when he got drafted 9th out of Maryland. Scored 2 goals on his MLS debut for TFC against the New York Red Bulls. Has spent the bulk of the last 3 years with this TFC2 group. Ovalle sprays that one wide. Serbal and Mohamed linking up. Good things have happened when Mohamed has gotten forward from that left back spot, scored against North Texas in the last matchup, helped set up the lone goal so far in this one. Schaffelberg to the top of the box. Endo whiffs on the shot. And then North Texas able to regain possession. Jacob Schaffelberg has been the hub of creativity along that left wing for TFC. The Nova Scotia native has been phenomenal here all season with TFC2. Now forced to defend a little bit. You can see Toronto defending a little deeper in a more compact group here in this second half, trying to close down some of the lines that North Texas so easily exploited in the first half. Dangerous ball clipped in. Second ball won here by David Rodriguez, and his long shot just did not have the bend to sneak into that far post. Fans follow TFC2 and the rest of USL League One all season long on ESPN Plus. Home to USL, MLS, UFC, the US Open Cup, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch League One every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. You've got Copa America coming up on ESPN Plus starting Friday night. The host Brazil hosting Bolivia in that opening game. As my producer says, our Copa runneth over. I would never say that, so I had to quote him there. But you've got soccer from dawn till dusk right now across the globe. US Open Cup action coming up tonight on ESPN Plus. Some great rivalries. some great matches. Louisville City facing off against FC Cincinnati for the first time this year after Cincinnati moved to Major League Soccer, as Dorsey breaks into the box. Clips that one up towards the near post, saved by Aviles. It'll be a corner kick. Dorsey, an apology there to his teammate. I don't think he was trying to sneak one into the near post. He was looking for a teammate, but he forced Aviles into what has become a rare save in this game. Every defender knows Dorsey's speed, so Gomez has to give a little respect there. It creates some space for Dorsey to make that decision. And now it'll be Mohamed to take this corner kick. The left foot put in. Header won by Evans. Endo there, pressed into the mistake. Demis is flying. He's got a 3-on-1 if he hurries here, sitting on a hat trick. He squares it, a recovery, and TFC2 stay alive. Ronaldo Demis, not a guy you would say is normally too patient or lacks aggression in attacking moments. He's got a hat trick in this one, but just took his time a little bit too much. Not a great angle. It allowed Bunk Anderson to recover for that one, made it quite obvious what Demis was gonna do. And Bunk Anderson there going for broke with that tackle in the box. Texas SC possession now. North Texas has had 3 or 4 chances to break the spirit of this TFC2 squad. They haven't done it, and in games like this, you always wonder if those chances will come back to haunt you as a team. Demis able to earn a corner kick there for his squad. You can see the North Texas substitutes warming up along that end line. Some dangerous players on the bench in Johan Gomez, as well as Tanner Tessman. A good center back in Nicolas Carrera as well. We'll see which way Coach Quill chooses to go. Does not have Ricardo Pepe in his team. The Golden Boot leader will start tonight in Open Cup play against OKC Energy for FC Dallas, but it has not been a problem for this North Texas SC squad, as Ronaldo Demis, like for like change at center forward, has a hat trick already in this one. Biku Bazanth as well, missing for North Texas FC. He is in the Haitian Gold Cup squad. And if Ronaldo Demis continues to play this way, you got to think he won't be far behind in the Haitian national team call-ups. He's already got 2 appearances for the full Haitian national team at just 19 years old. Started and went the full 90 in a World Cup qualifier against Costa Rica, a 1-0 loss. As Haiti looks to bring through their next generation of players, continuing to build that program up. They will play in Group B in this Gold Cup. A huge opportunity for them. No Mexico, no US in their group. They'll play their first game in Costa Rica to open up group stage play. An opportunity for Haiti to make a name for themselves, get out of the group, and see if they can do any damage in the knockout rounds. Right now, Demis has done the damage for North Texas SC. David Rodriguez winning possession back. Now Gomez, his brother Johan on the bench. Could see him later today. Gomez not able to keep possession there. Jonathan Gomez, when he flies forward from that left back position, you can see a player who can be a starter at the pro level for a number of years to come. A potential future dream for FC Dallas of Reggie Cannon and Jonathan Gomez bombing forward from the fullback positions. Reggie Cannon coming through the FC Dallas Academy on his way to U.S. Gold Cup camp today. Almaguer will lay off this one for Arturo Rodriguez, born in San Luis Potosí, Mexico, just 20 years old. On the strings for this North Texas side, alongside his brother David. Two of the bright attacking players on the soccer scene. So Bunk Anderson swapping over to the left center back spot for Jelani Peters. This man now flying forward in Franco Ramos. Chance to counter now. And Demis in an offside position. If you're looking for the latest USL League One news and content, you can follow at USL League One on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for exclusive access and updates at USL League One. Just the first year for the USL League One. A big win in Open Cup play as forward Madison knocked off El Paso Locomotive on the road to move on to the next round. Fell in a dramatic loss at St. Louis FC in the third round of the Open Cup. Forward Madison going full Mingo, been a fun addition to this league. As Dorsey clips this one to the far post, headed down on the far post, and it's controlled by Bonilla. What a performance in this game so far from Mohamed. And now Demis flying down the field, the save by Silva. End-to-end action here at the BMO training grounds. Two of the best teams in the league, the two highest scoring teams in USL League One, going blow for blow here out of the halftime whistle. Griffin Dorsey finding much more success here in the second half after his late goal to close out the first half of action. That's an offside flag going up there on Demis. Dorsey finding more space down this right wing. Tsubasa Endo has been a shot of energy for this team, and Dorsey we've seen a couple times here try and stand this ball up on the far post. Mohamed flying forward, and then right on the other side, Demis, he just has an ability by himself with the ball at his feet to create a counterattack. He had no help on that play and just beats Bunk Anderson for speed from the midfield line. And this time, Kevin Silva maybe making up for the goal he gave up, the second one to Silva. So it looks like Johan Gomez will come on to join his brother Jonathan Gomez. And he will come on for Dante Seeley. Johan Gomez now his 5th appearance here. Second off the bench for North Texas. He's got 1 goal on the season, the older brother of Jonathan Gomez. Johan right now committed to the University of Portland for college soccer, if he chooses to go that route, but now with North Texas SC, an opportunity to play at the pro level already, on loan from the FC Dallas Academy. So 2 sets of brothers on the field for North Texas. For Dante Seeley, an assist in this one. Of all the attacking players, maybe his performance going a little bit under the radar. But a good game here for Dante Seeley. Miscommunication, mistiming there from that North Texas attack. And you see Gomez here. It looks like he will slide in at center forward, his more natural position, and Demis will move to the right side, which you can understand, trying to get some fresh legs on the field. And Demis here doing the defensive work. I don't know if you really want to take that guy any farther away from goal than he has to be. You can see the idea. The two brothers, they've practiced that. They've done it a million times in their backyard. David Rodriguez looking for the scoop to his older brother, Arturo, who just did not make the run. Bunk Anderson up the line. Schaffelberg dropping deep. Flips a long ball over the top. And you can see the wind blowing from behind that North Texas goal. It was actually an advantage for North Texas in the first half. That wind killing the long balls a little bit before they could get to Silva's box, allowing Seeley and Demis to run onto the end of them. You'd expect in this second half for North Texas's back line to play a little deeper with this 2-goal lead. Great work there for North Texas to win possession back. Almaguer, a big missing piece in the previous matchup here when TFC2 knocked off North Texas 2 weeks ago. Was not available for that game. You see what he brings when he gets back in there, as Demis clattered down by Mohamed, and then Mohamed stands over him. He's had an eventful game. Yellow cards shown to him and Dante Seeley for an interaction in the 10th minute. He got knocked down by Arturo Rodriguez off the ball later in that first half, and now going head-to-head with Demis, moved out wide. They both go to ground, and you see Mohamed hop up on his feet and have something to say. Great bite in this game from Tariq Mohamed, the 19-year-old out of Scarborough, Ontario. He had the sealing goal in the win against North Texas last game. His first career pro soccer goal. You can see why he has been a key part of the Canadian youth setups over the last few years. Joining them for U17 World Cup qualifying last year and U18 World Cup qualifying as well. Another corner kick opportunity coming for North Texas as you see that win blowing against them. It'll be David Rodriguez to take it. Curls it into the top of the 6. Dangerous opportunity. And fortunate maybe for TFC2 to see Franco Ramos get his foot on the end of that one. You can see Nicholas Carrera getting ready to come on here. Out of the FC Dallas Academy as well, an Academy loan player. A true leader and ball winner at the center back position. And we'll see if it's a third center back coming on here for Eric Quill. And it sounds like it'll be a sub for Breck Evans, so a like-for-like change. Evans, of course, his first game back from injury in over 5 games. He gets about 65, 70 minutes under his belt. A composed 70 minutes for one of the stars of this North Texas side. And he will have the chance now to watch from the sideline. So a good return performance for Breck Evans, wearing the captain's armband, which he should be trading off to someone. And it comes on the young Mexican center back. Nicolas Carrera, just 17 years old out of Pachuca, Mexico, makes his debut for North Texas SC, his professional soccer debut. A player that the FC Dallas setup is very high on. They believe he's got a future as a leader at that center back position. He finally able to make his debut for North Texas SC here on the road. Beautiful opportunity there for Johan Gomez, which he cannot wrap his foot around and puts over the crossbar. Schaffelberg now back the other way. They'll put Carrera under some early pressure. Ball played in, still alive. Dorsey on the far post. They'll play it back to the top of the box. West into the feet of Dorsey. And it gets knocked out. So Jesus West, starting this game at right back now, has pinched in and basically in possession, played as a second center mid, leaving 3 at the back for Toronto as they try and push numbers forward. Dorsey floats this one in. Schaffelberg with some space. Can he save it from going out? He does. No power or touch on that shot there from the center back, Bunk Anderson. And now, who else but Ronaldo Demis leading the attack the other way. One-on-one, what a tackle there from Serbal. And now TFC going the other way. Early shot there from Peruzza. And the offside flag goes up against the young Italian-Canadian. What a game we have been treated to here. These two teams have gone all out in this one, and we have seen some incredible plays and so much talent on display. Montgomery up the field. What a turn from Rodriguez on West. And now all that space vacated as West stepped in there. He's fortunate to see that one fall back to a red jersey, and Endo has to be quick. Gomez comes all the way back. He's able to win that one. Ball over the top, and Silva, I wasn't sure if it'd make it into his box using his feet. And the wind holding that one up. So now Mohamed can stretch his legs going forward. Big switch from Mohamed. Dorsey now into the box. Cuts it back quickly for Endo. Endo looking for space. Back to the feet of Dorsey. He's got the lone goal in this one for TFC2. West now flying forward. Acres of space for him. Wide for Endo. Trying to get by Montgomery. Still alive off the deflection. And taken by Avilés. It was good patience from Toronto FC2 to pull that ball back out off the initial attack. Work it back for West, and you see here Arturo Rodriguez overplaying that ball down the wing, as does Jada. West able to fly in, maybe played that pass a little too early for Endo. Didn't make Montgomery commit either way. And that made it too tough for Endo to cut infield and get a shot away. TFC2, 20 minutes left, enough time for them to put on the pressure. If they can get that second goal, they can really make things tight for North Texas. Jada has had the second half you'd expect. Less time on the ball, but he's done some work defensively for this team as he slips there. Serbal up the line for Schaffelberg. Schaffelberg with 2 defenders around him. Carrera able to win it back for his team. What a play there from Carrera, making his professional debut here in a tough environment on the road. And we're going to have a yellow card shown back behind the play. It'll be Jesus West to pick up this one. Just the second yellow card of the game. Silvio Petrescu points back to the far side of the field, so he allowed play on the advantage for North Texas. It came back to show the card. You got to say that's fantastic refereeing. You don't kill the flow of the game, but you still punish the player for what they did. Silvio Petrescu, one of the most experienced referees in pro. Doing a great job here today. Gomez to Gomez there, but it's knocked away from Johan Gomez. Texas in no rush to take this one. Once again, the two brothers linking up there. A miscommunication. Dorsey now flying the other way. Ball played through here. Opportunity for Toronto, and Serbal gets the goal for the second time against North Texas, and this TFC2 squad showing their poise and mettle. They go down 3-0, and now they've got the lead down to 1. A lost ball there from Johan Gomez. Dorsey's been aggressive all game, and Peruzza this time doesn't call his own number, immediately puts that ball through for Serbal, and what composure from the center mid. His second goal of the year, the first one coming just 2 weeks ago against this same North Texas squad. And he's got his team back within 1, and we are game on here at the BMO training ground. A beautiful Toronto afternoon for soccer. Over 500 young kids in attendance, being treated to a good one. 5 goals already. Dorsey trying to make it 6. He goes down, and no call made. You could see for Dorsey, it was going to be tough for him to get it under control. A little bit of contact with that arm from behind, and Griffin Dorsey was always going to go down on that play. And the question was if Petrescu would make the call. Right on top of the box, he waves play on. And right now, we are going to learn a lot about Eric Quill's side and how they handle the pressure here. They were cruising in the first half. Now they're on their heels. Who else but Mohammed charging through? He cuts back. He's got numbers around him. He'll go wide for Schaffelberg. Now Mohammed puts one in the box, and Aviles comes out to take it, and he goes long here. And that is not the decision that Eric Quill wants to see from his goalkeeper, as right now North Texas, they need to get some composure and get some possession. The last thing you want is your goalkeeper with your line stretched to try and go long when you have got one player up the field by himself. So it sounds like North Texas about to make their final substitution. It's going to be Tanner Tessman coming on for David Rodriguez. Tessman, a little more work defensively, a little more size for set pieces defensively as well than David Rodriguez. Tessman has played absolutely everywhere in his young FC Dallas career through the academy and the first team. He's played wing, he's played center mid, he's played center forward. Expect him to go in at center mid here. As the chance come up for TFC, this Toronto side try and claw all the way back here in front of their home crowd. They trailed 3-0 in 27 minutes, on the verge of tying it. Endo's shot is blocked. What a block by Jonathan Gomez. Tsubasa Endo did everything right, clips that ball up to himself to hit it off the half volley from inside the box. It's a dream setup for Endo, and Gomez closes quickly to make the play. See David Rodriguez now walking off the field. The young attacking player in the starting lineup alongside his brother. Didn't have to do a whole lot as Demis led the attack. Rodriguez did a good job connecting play when he had to. And now you get the size and combative ability of Tessman on the field. The USU 18 international. Endo to the near post. Jota heads it down. Tessman immediately gets his first touch. Showing his composure, playing out of his own box. Ball clipped over the top, onside here. It looked like for Arturo Rodriguez, who goes down in a heap. Holding his head now back behind the play. See, Silvio Petrescu chooses to stop play at any point, and now he will ask TFC 2 to put that ball out. Rodriguez felt like he got fouled. Not sure if there's too much of an injury, but it was a dangerous ball over the top from Bonilla. And Rodriguez now goes down holding his head. What a game we have been treated to. Ronaldo Demis, a first half hat trick. 17 minutes between his first goal and his second goal. He scored in the 26th and 27th minute to cap off his goal, his hat trick, in place of Ricardo Pepi, the Golden Boot leader. You see there the collision between West and Rodriguez, and awkward there for Rodriguez going down with West on his back. Griffin Dorsey scored in the 44th minute. A lifeline, a shot of energy for this TFC 2 squad to go into halftime with some belief. They came out. They have played a much better second half here in this game. They were outpossessed in the first half, 53-47. They've now flipped that possession battle here in the second half, 53-47 in favor of TFC. In the first half, 8 shots, now 12 total shots for their team. With a 73rd minute goal from Matt Serbel. This man here has given them an opportunity right on the line. The question is, do they have one more in them? About 10 minutes to go here at the BMO training ground. David Goss on the call with you on ESPN+. USL League One action. 2 of the top 3 teams in the league, the top 2 scoring teams going head-to-head as Endo's corner is easily headed away by Montgomery. Ovalle keeps it in. Now Jesus West with some space. Looking for the feet of a teammate. Dorsey has just gotten better since he scored that goal, and he earns a free kick in a dangerous area here. A mistake from the UNC Charlotte graduate Callum Montgomery. Avilés now will have to organize his back line. Good size with Tessman and Carrera coming off the bench to help defend these set pieces for North Texas. Of course, the size of Jada and Callum Montgomery will be a factor. TFC 2 have been hurt by set pieces over the last few weeks, conceding 2 off corner kicks to Chattanooga. Can they make it work for them here? It's Mohammed and Endo. Mohammed will play it in, and Jada heads it away. No one on the end of that one. A mistake here. Ovalle goes down in a heap. Demis trying to run away, and it'll be a card coming here for Serbel, who had no choice to try and keep Demis under control. Ovalle there going down, whether an injury or embarrassment on that moment. It's one of the threats when you push numbers forward on a set piece ever. That last man with pressure on him, if he loses it, it's a break the other way. We have seen the one-man counterattack that is Ronaldo Demis in this one. As Ovalle goes down, we asked the question already. You had Arturo Rodriguez with 2 golden opportunities, 1 in the first half, 1 in the second, and Ronaldo Demis with a golden goal-scoring opportunity here in the second half. You can't ask for him to do much more after scoring 3 goals in the first, but you wondered when it happened, would those opportunities come back to haunt them? For North Texas SC, they just left enough on the table for TFC to believe they could come back in this game. The goal from Dorsey, the goal from Serbel, and right now Toronto on the edge of what would be A phenomenal comeback against the league leading side. Fans, the USL unveiled its elite youth platform, USL Academy. This allows clubs at all levels across the USL to develop its local youth and compete at the highest level across the United States, including the USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. These two academies in FC Dallas and Toronto FC, two of the best in the CONCACAF region. They have shown that in youth competition. They have shown that in their professional player development. And now the USL getting involved in heavy numbers. We've already seen the success of academies like San Antonio, as well as North Carolina FC, producing players at the pro level for their first teams and pro teams around the world. And now USL League One and USL Championship are going to become a major part of the future of soccer in the US and Canada. Almost snuck through there for Almaguer. And now Tessman can feel a little bit of the energies come out of this TFC2 squad here. Over these last few minutes, they'll have to find another gear as Montgomery puts that one out due to injury. Another Toronto player down. Back behind the play. That man Griffin Dorsey, his first career pro soccer goal. Second team All-American out of Indiana University. Top 10 draft pick for TFC in the 2019 Super Draft. So much hope on his shoulders for the career he had in college, as well as with the US U20s in World Cup qualifying. And you can see for Toronto FC, they are ready to make this substitution as Sean Hundle comes on. And it looks like it's in place of Jordan Peruzza. Not the afternoon Peruzza would have liked to have had. The leading goal scorer on this team with 4 goals on the year. He came back from some concussion injuries over the weekend against the Lansing Ignite. Excuse me, getting confirmation now. It's Ovalle coming off, not Peruzza. So Peruzza stays on, as you'd expect, that goal-scoring strength. Ovalle comes off with that injury we saw him go down with just a few moments ago. We hope for the best for him. And so now Sean Hundle, who's returned from a loan to the Ottawa Fury with 2 goals in 2 games for this TFC2 squad. He has come back with a vengeance, the 19-year-old out of Brampton. Can he do it once again for this Toronto side? Hundle, 2 goals and 3 assists last year. The TFC2 was their leading scorer in 2017. This now his 4th year at the pro level. Good young attacking player. One of the lockdown starters for Canada's youth national teams. And the tackle there from Gomez. Judged a little too late by Petrescu. And quickly taken free kick there by Endo. Final 5 minutes or so of this one. David Goss with you on ESPN Plus. Toronto FC2 hosting the league leaders in North Texas SC. They served them their only loss in their franchise's history 2 weeks ago on this ground. North Texas came out for vengeance. A first half hat trick by Ronaldo Demis put them up 3-0, and slowly Toronto have chipped away since then. The question is, do they have enough to get a result out of this one. Can they get one more and get over the line? Silva all the way out of goal. Comley plays it to the feet of Mohammed, who's been one of the star performers for Toronto so far. Perusa now on the ball. Back for Serbal. Serbal closed down by Tessman. Goes wide for Schaffelberg. Schaffelberg to the end line. His ball clipped in. Carrera wins the first header. What a bite kick attempt. Aviles off his line, coming out for that cross. And Toronto FC2 almost break through here. Tariq Mohammed has had a phenomenal game, but that would have been more than a cherry on top if it found the corner. An incredible attempt from the left back. Aviles fortunate to get up quick enough to make that save, and now down with an injury. North Texas, they've made all three of their subs, so Aviles will have to continue. Otherwise, someone in field would have to play in goal. Aviles there limping a little, but seems fine to continue on. What a attempt from Mohammed. Aviles robbing him of that one. Outside of North Texas SC fans, you could say robbing all of us an opportunity to see that goal, but North Texas fans will love what they're seeing. We thought this would be a clash of the Titans in USL League One. Two teams sitting at the top of the table. TFC2 in third place. North Texas in first. It has been everything we hoped for. Ball played in by West. And we are hearing it'll be 5 minutes minimum of stoppage time as the red jerseys go forward here. Their fans have tried to urge them on all game. They went behind early, a 10th minute goal from Demis, but they have fought back heroically in this one. Do they have enough to get over the line? It'll be Dorsey to take. Everyone forward now for North Texas. Dorsey clips it in towards the top of the box. Endo was covered there though. And now Mohammed with Carrera on his heels, and another free kick coming up for the home side. Toronto's got to get some bodies in the box and put Aviles under some pressure here. They've made it too easy off set pieces throughout this game for North Texas to defend. It'll be Endo and Mohammed over this one. Mohammed's left foot, Endo's right foot. 3 in the wall. You have to think this is a cross coming up here for Toronto. Endo's right-footed ball played in. It's knocked on. Aviles makes the save. He didn't come off his line. It took a deflection. Not a lot of time to recover. Aviles steps up once again late here to keep his side ahead. Endo to take this corner. Toronto pouring on the pressure. That header goes back out, but only as far as Griffin Dorsey. Dorsey with white shirts around him, gets it down the line. Endo's cross put in, alive in the box, and it finds the corner! The slow roller, it finds the net, and Franco Ramos Mingo, Brett CFC2, all the way back to tie it in stoppage time. What a performance from this home side. They came out flat. They were back behind by 3 in just 27 minutes. Since that moment, they have fought and clawed and scraped. It's not perfect from Michael Rabaska's side, but he's going to be proud of what they've done. And the substitute, Franco Ramos, gets his first goal of the season. The Argentine native, his first goal in Toronto colors, and what a big one it was. I talked about going into halftime, North Texas finding the balance between defending with that lead and continuing to put TFC2 under pressure. They could not defend for 45 minutes and stay in this one. They've had some chances on the attack, but they have given way too much possession and opportunity to TFC in this second half. And Toronto, the 44th minute goal from Dorsey, the 73rd minute goal from Cerebral, and the 92nd minute goal from Franco Ramos on what was the 5th set piece attempt in those last few minutes. And finally, Endo finds the defender for the goal. Was there one more twist left in this one? The last time these two teams faced off, it was 3-2. Now we got 3-3. So we're in for 7-8 goals coming up the next time these two teams play. What a treat this one has been here on ESPN+. Ronaldo Demis, his hat trick will almost be forgotten for a moment, as incredible as it was, with those two goals just a minute apart. And then TFC, too, in front of their fans, dragging themselves back into this one, having the composure to continue to create opportunities. Don't forget the incredible tackle that Bunk Anderson made midway through this second half when it looked like an easy goal for North Texas to make it 4-1. All those moments have kept this Toronto side alive, as you see the coaching staff and first team along that end line watching these young players battle it out. And what a show they've put on. Silva looking to go quickly. Mohamed's under pressure immediately. Montgomery following him. Mohamed able to get around Montgomery, charging forward, and can't find the feet there of Hundal. Tariq Mohamed, what a display from him. The starting left back for Toronto FC, and what a game we had. TFC 2 trailing 3-0 in the 27th minute at home, looking like they're gonna fall to the league leaders as everyone else has done over the course of this season. That man put them to the sword for the 3 goals, the second ever hat trick in USL League One history. You're thinking there's no way, but Toronto FC 2 battling back, taking inch by inch as this game rolls along. And that man, in the end, a center back, the goal-scoring hero as Franco Ramos Mingo. His first goal in his professional career, his first goal in his TFC2 career, to get them all the way back. What a game we've had. Let's take a look at these highlights, and we've had many of them here at the BMO training ground on school day. Over 500 kids from 8 local schools in the GTA area coming out to support the home Toronto side. They didn't like what they saw early on. Jada's long ball. He continued to pick apart that TFC backline all through the second half. He finds Ronaldo Demis for his first chance, and then the counters on here, whether it's a shot or a cross, it won't matter for Demis. He beats Bunk Anderson to that first ball so well. Silva trying to guess off his line to get to that cross, and Demis puts it behind him. And you're thinking, could this guy's confidence get any higher? Well, just 1 minute later, the young Haitian steps up for the second ever hat trick in USL League One history to match his teammate, Ricardo Pepi, who he filled in for here today, as Pepi will be with FC Dallas later tonight. Demis looking on his road to match the Golden Boot winner here And this man helped inspire the fight back. Tariq Mohammed, what a game from him. Clips this one back after winning possession. Peruzza didn't find the goal himself, maybe not the easiest game for him, but sets it up there for Dorsey to get his first professional soccer goal. And it was a day of many firsts here for some of the players on the field. Serbal, his second goal of the year, his second against North Texas midway through the second half. And now TFC2 have a chance to pour on the pressure. Chance after chance after chance. And this one finally somehow snuck into the back of the net. Franco Ramos Mingo, the Argentine native out of the Boca Juniors Academy, in his first year in red, gets the goal in stoppage time. And you see how his teammates feel about it. TFC2 outpossessed 53-47 in the first half. They turn that number around. They win the possession battle in the second half by a clear margin. North Texas SC, 6 shots on goal. They had chances for Rodriguez and for Demis to put it away, and they could not find that final touch. And TFC2 somehow rescues the point here. They move 1 point closer to South Georgia Tormenta for second place in the USL League One. They get a little distance between themselves and the Mod Podge of teams between 4th and 9th right now below them. North Texas SC continues to sit up top. Still only 1 loss on the year. What a rivalry we've got brewing between North Texas and Toronto FC2. For TFC2, they head to Lansing Ignite, where they were able to beat 3-0 in their last game. A nice little layoff for them 9 days before they host Forward Madison at the BMO Training Ground. So if you're in the Toronto GTA area, make sure to come out for that one. They then head on the road to FC Tucson. On the flip side, for North Texas SC, they've got Forward Madison coming up, but they've got a nice 10-day layoff here to get rested, to get healthy, because they've got 3 games in 1 week from that point on. 3 home games. They'll hope to have Ricardo Pepi back for then, and they'll hope Ronaldo Damas' talent and his confidence continues forward. What a game we had. Matt Serbal, the second of 3 goals for TFC2, the 2 highest scoring teams in USL League One, and they put on a show for the home fans and for us here today at the BMO Training Ground. Thanks you so much to all of you for watching us here on ESPN+. The 2 of the top 3 teams in USL League One. They battle it out, a 3-3 tie. That man's first half hat trick, matched by Toronto FC2. What a game we had. USL League One rolls forward. 2 of the championship favorites. They tie 3-3. TFC2 and North Texas SC final from BMO Training Ground. Thanks for joining us here on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.